Hi, my name's Phyllis Solomon. I'm a program coordinator with the JCA Interages, and we're working on our interview program, which we are so excited about. I have Joanna Jacob here today, and she'll be interviewing our two authors, and they'll tell you all about them, Terrie and Anne. And I'm just going to do a little plug of the beautiful book they wrote. But I turn this over to Joanna.
Hi, so I go to Robert Frost Middle School and I'm in 7th grade. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Ann and Miss Terrie.
Thank you for asking us. It's an honor to be here with you.
So you are part of the Grand Readers program. So my first question is, how did you find out about the Grand Readers and how did you get more involved?
I found out through my brother, actually, who was a Grand Reader, who found out through a friend of his. And after the first time I went and worked with the children, I just fell in love with the program and have continued ever since. It's been, I think, about 6 years. And Anne and I met volunteering together, which is one really nice bonus of being a volunteer, is the nice people that you get to meet and become friends with.
I spoke to a lady back then who was, I think, in charge of getting volunteers. And she talked to me about the summer program and it sounded wonderful. And so I became involved in that. And then while I was doing that first summer, I heard about Grand Readers and I thought that sounded just really fun. Terrie and I and two other volunteers, actually, we're the four that have continued ever since that first year, which I think was 6 years ago. The other volunteers have come and gone, but we do have a very solid core of volunteers and we enjoy being together besides teaching the children.
So you wrote a book about the Grand Readers program, which I read and was fantastic. So
Yeah.
how long did it take you to write this book and what motivated you to write it?
Anne and I had gone to a workshop through the Grand Reader and through the JCA and the Interages program to help us learn new things and new methods of teaching and get our ideas about certain things. And we started talking afterwards that we thought it would be kind of neat if we wrote a book that we could share with the students and with other teachers about our experience in Grand Readers. And it worked out very easily. I think maybe it took us from start to finish about 1.5 years until we published.
We had a lot of help. Some of the staff would review it periodically and tell us, a second grader wouldn't really quite say that, here's a couple of better words or so. And, one or two of our other fellow Grand Readers also had some input. It was actually my daughter-in-law who did the illustrations and my daughter who uploaded it all because Terrie and I do not have what you would call great computer skills. It was a very big learning experience. I think Terrie would agree. And but it was fun. We loved Grand Readers so much that we really wanted to improve it in any way possible. And this seemed to us like just a good idea.
In my understanding, you had a great time with the program. So would you be willing to share your favorite memory about being a Grand Reader volunteer?
One day, one of my little students was stumped about something and we were discussing it. And she was a very bright little girl, just needed a little help with her reading. And she said, grown-ups probably have more facts in their brain about things that they've learned. But children have imagination about what's to come.
It's just been wonderful. We do keep the same child as long as the child stays within the school system and doesn't move or anything. So we keep the same child that we're allocated or paired up with in October through the remainder of the school year. And I think for me, the best thing is when they come into our classroom or wherever we are all together and they're smiling. Like they're happy to see us. They sit down, they want to chat about, what their week's been like, but they're actually happy to come.
That's great. And thank you so much again for joining me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. This was delightful. Thank you so much.